Hello YouTube, my name is DigDeeper10 and welcome back to World of Warships Legends. Today, we're going to look at North Carolina. Reason being, we've done Nevada, we've done Tennessee, now it's time for North Carolina to shine. So, because we're in North Carolina, this is going to be the second to last, or the last ship I'm going to show you until I get to Kansas, which you'll see next video, or the video after I've done North Carolina again. Yeah, so let's get into it. So the commander I'm using is same as usual, Lady Liberty, aka William Sims. We are running flammable cannoneer, gyrating drill bits, marksmanship, reaching out XXL, and fight fire with fire. We are rank 16, legendary 3. We are running for inspirations John Fisher for main battery reload and range, and Palo de Revel for reload. Let's look at the upgrades then. So we are running main battery mod 2, propulsion mod 2, oh no, I don't want to press that, and concealment system mod 1. We are fully upgraded, as you can see. Loadout, we are running the spotter plane for shell grouping. We are running again the red, white and blue camouflage. It is a grade 2. To be fair, I have a lot of camo, so I might upgrade that, but it's fine as it is. And we are also running the Semper Fortis camouflage, Semper Fortis flag. Specs, we have 60,280 hit points with a 19% torpedo damage reduction. Not as great as the Tennessee, but Tennessee was a dreadnought. North Carolina's more of a, what's the word? It's more of a modern, more modern ship. It's part of the Massachusetts class and Alabama class. Oh, I mean, they're all in the same class, but North Carolina is just the older version. And fun fact, you can actually go and see it. I don't know where, but it's in America. Yeah, artillery. We have the 360. We have the 406mm Mark 6s, so 16 inch guns, which is beautiful. Tier 6. They are firing at 18.2 kilometers. The reload time is 29.4 seconds, a lot longer than usual. So if you were to run Andrew Cunningham and Palo de Revel, I think the reload is around 30 seconds, if that. I think base is 31, if I'm not mistaken. So turn time 30 seconds, pretty nice. Maximum HE shell damage is 5,700 with 36% fighter chance, and this is where North Carolina shines. The AP shell damage, 14,148. That is exactly the same as my Iowa and my Maine, and I'm pretty sure my Montana. So altogether, they have the same AP shell damage, which is actually pretty nice. I think Montana's slightly more, but you know, it's pretty nice, especially at tier 6. Yeah. Oh, secondaries. You then have the 127mm Mark 32s. You've got 10x2 of them. Just the same as the Iowa. So yeah, firing range is 4.5 kilometers. Reload time is 6 seconds. Maximum HE shell damage is 1800 with a 5% 5-second chance. AA defense, you've got the 20mm Erlinken Mark 4s. You've got 44 by one of them. They do 158 damage per second, which is pretty nice. The AA on this thing is pretty intense. I'm not gonna lie. They reach out to 2 kilometers. You've then got 40mm Bofors Mark 2s. You've got 15 by 4 of them. So if I'm not mistaken, that's 60 of them. They do 238 damage per second, reaching out to 3.5 kilometers. And then you've got the secondaries, 127mm Mark 32s. You've got 10 by 2 of them, doing 151 damage per second, reaching out to 5 kilometers. I've said this many times. If you look here, the secondaries only reach out to 4.5, but AA, they reach out to 5. So, you know, and you never see the 127mm Mark 32s actually shoot at aircraft. They only shoot at ships. So I don't know if that's just like I know they were used for AA defense as well. It's like the King George, the class. Its secondary armament was also used for AA, low flying targets like torpedo bombers. So it is kind of historically accurate, but not accurate in the game. So, you know, just a bit of a heads up. But it is nice that they reach out to 5 kilometers. Manoeuvrability, a lot better than Tennessee, 25.1 knots. It can be increased with gyrating drill bits swapped out with something else. But, I mean, you want to have gyrating drill bits on this, especially for the AP shell damage. It is crazy. Turning circle radius is 760 meters. Rudder shift time is 18.2 seconds. Concealment, 12.8 by sea, 18.2 after main guns have been fired. When the ship's on fire, 14.8. By air is 10.4. By air, when you shoot your guns, is 18.5. And when the ship's on fire, 13.4. Guaranteed is 2, and while firing in smoke is 13.9. Statistics, if you want to have a look. I don't really play this much often. You know, it's one of those ships that you like when you get it, but then you kind of forget about it once you've like grinded all the line. You know, it's like Iowa. I always used to play that. It still is. It's still my most played ship in the game. I got it 2 years ago. 2 years ago, 2 weeks ago. So, you know, excuse me, I've still got a snuffly nose. Yeah. So, the weather's not been on our side over here in England. It's been frosty and snowy all week over here. So, yeah. I played 94 battles in it. Victories, 47, defeats, 47. So, win rate is 50%, bang on. I've survived 28 battles, so yeah, I die a lot in this. I'll show you why in a minute. Main guns accuracy is 36%, which isn't bad. You don't want to look at my average results because that's just boring. Highest battle achievements: ships destroyed 4, aircraft destroyed 27, almost a clear skies after the aircraft carrier update. So it was 20, so at the time I did get clear skies. Then it changed up to 40, and then it changed back down to 30. So I was 3 off from getting a clear skies as of now. Max damage is 157,744, which I am pretty surprised. I did get more in Tennessee, but then you need to think that you're going up against tier 7, tier 6 and tier 5. So it's okay for what it is. Max XP 2600, which obviously isn't the best. I haven't played, obviously, like I said, I haven't played this that much, so yeah. Warship spotted 3, damage upon my spotting 56,000, and potential damage is 1.7 million. Armour, right, this is probably going to be one of the downsides to it. It can be overmatched by 16-inch and above, so like the Colorado, it can be overmatched by the bow and stern. So if you are going up against, say, Colorado, obviously North Carolina, Iowa, Kansas, all those ships, they can smack you by going through the bow. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, I think I have been Citadel through the bow. I'm not sure if that's possible, but I've been chunked for about 15k through the bow. It's not nice. It's not a nice experience. So they're probably the only things that you need to look out for. 15-inch and below, you're fine. So yeah, if we take all this away, we'll reveal the Citadel. Bang on the waterline. There isn't a what's it? Turtleback. There's not a turtleback like on the Germans. I don't think all this line has a turtleback except for Nevada, but it can be Citadel'd. I'm not sure. North Carolina, though, you can get smacked in it. You can absolutely get smacked in it. Okay, so do not go broadside. I swear to God, the amount of North Carolinas I've fracked up with my Kansas and my Iowa is crazy. Yeah, I've double Citadel them, triple Citadel them, and dev struck them. It is hilarious. But if you know what you're doing, don't go broadside, angle, you're fine. That rear turret has a pretty nice firing angle as well, if I'm not mistaken, probably around there, like Iowa. Probably around like that angle. But yeah, they're probably the only things that you need to look out for. Being overmatched by Iowa or 16-inch and above, and sitting broadside all game, because you're not going to sit broadside all game. You're going to sit broadside for about the first 1 minute and then go back to port straight away. So yeah. Overview. Big guns. This ship is armed with high caliber main battery guns. I agree but disagree, because I don't think Colorado has that. Yet they still have they have the same caliber guns. It's weird. Superior AP damage, above average AP shell damage. Totally agree. Sluggish shot, difficult to aim at long distances, but the trajectory allows for effective fire from cover. That is true. Sometimes you just need to slightly lead the other ship a little bit more because of how slow the shells are. But I haven't actually tried firing from cover. I've never ever done that in this ship. I've been nice and close, especially at like ranges up to 16 to 17 kilometers, maybe max range. But yeah. Okay, North Carolina, the first US battleship of the new generation. So yeah, it was true. I am true. It is a new generation of battleships like Alabama, Massachusetts, and so on. But obviously the older version. The key advantage over her predecessors of this type was significantly increased speed. In contrast to preceding ships of the same type, she featured a thinner armour belt, as we spoke about, but had very solid horizontal armour protection and a superior AA armament, including numerous dual-purpose artillery. Yes, the AA is pretty nice on this. She entered service in 1941, and there were two of them. There were two of them. So I'm a bit confused. I think they might have been separate classes. I think it was South Dakota class battleship. I have no my history with American battleships are a bit iffy. So yeah. Oh, and that's my alarm. So yeah, but all I can tell you is that it's a very similar ship to Alabama. Whoa, I said that weird. Alabama and Massachusetts, because they literally have the same turret arrangement. Oh my god, look, it's been a long day. I'm getting my words mixed up. Turret arrangement with the secondaries and the main battery guns. So yeah. Okay, let's have a look at her, shall we? So yeah, North Carolina. It's a pretty nice ship, to be fair. To be honest, how I used to think of it when I first started the game, a miniature Iowa technically is, but with the same AP shell damage, less range, less speed, and obviously a lower tier. But altogether, this ship hits hard, especially against tier 5 ships and the same tier ships, and obviously tier 7 ships if they get broadside. But you know, altogether, this ship is amazing. It looks nice. I think I should start playing it more often. So yeah. Okay. With that being said, next video will be the gameplay. I have no idea what the gameplay is going to be like again, because I record this before I actually play the game. So yeah. So if you like this video, please make sure to subscribe, like, leave a comment down below, and actually tell me what the class ship this was. It might have been its own class, but all I know is that it is very similar to Alabama and Massachusetts. Just if you do know, or if you don't, just leave down in the comments if you agree or disagree with me. But yeah, with that being said, I'll leave you to it, and I'll see you next video in North Carolina. I'll see you later. Goodbye.